Hey friends, TUXX here. I have something right here in my hand, the Sony Xperia 1 Mark V, that might just be the best MP3 player of 2023. Now, we all know that the NW-A306 is just an amazing piece of hardware when it comes to music, but much like when this came out, it disrupted the music, the DAP field, because they had features of much more expensive players, like $1,000 plus DAPs in this little $350 unit, okay? And so much like when that happened, this is happening right now. This just came out right now in the US, and this is something which says to have amazing audio. In fact, it may very well have features of the $1,000 plus players and actually have it in one device, so you can have a phone and, of course, an amazing sounding digital audio player, a DAP, in one device, okay? So we're going to go ahead and unbox this for you. We're going to check it out. There's some different deals. I will have a link down below for you for this on Amazon, which is actually probably a better deal than buying it from Sony. Sony did have a deal where you get a pair of link buds for free. But to be honest with you, the price of these, they're about $170 if you buy them straight up, you know, but I probably wouldn't buy this particular model. But we're going to unbox this separately and discuss that in a future video. So if you want, you can check out that in the queue when it comes out. But for right now, I want to go ahead and just open this up so I can get it activated. This is how it comes from Sony, and you know, kind of a underwhelming package. Like, I was kind of thinking for the price point, maybe there'd be a little more razzle dazzle there, you know, like a Asus ROG phone or something, but very minimalistic packaging, very similar to Sony's other products. Like when this came, if you look at my video of the unboxing of the NW-A306, it wasn't a big dooher as far as the packaging went. And this packaging is eco-friendly. I do give them props for that. It's very unique feel, the texture of it, because it's made out of bamboo, I believe cane sugar, and like basically like eggshell material. So it definitely has a very smooth, slick feel, but you still get kind of a papery feel to it, but something feels off, and that's that bamboo sugarcane part. No, you can't eat it, but it's the type of thing where it is a very interesting set of ingredients that make this cardboard wrapper. The paper cardstock going around it actually feels very nice, very glossy and nice, and very good high quality. But overall, for a premium phone, I would kind of think that maybe the packaging would have a little bit more kind of wow factor to it, you know. We'll go ahead and open this up here. I'm going to need to pull off the plastic here, and I believe there is like a safety sticker here, so to prevent people from opening it and returning it and saying it's new or whatever, which I guess is good, you know. I'm going to go ahead and peel this off here and break the seal. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and pull off the wrapper. I'll leave that over there. And this is what you're left with. So we have the cardstock. We have the Xperia word here indented into the card. And again, this has a very interesting feel. And I guess you are paying a premium to be eco-friendly and to have kind of this very unusual Sony packaging that they've been promoting with, you know, a variety of products. And it will probably very well be in here when I do unbox this later too. Okay, and we'll go ahead and open this up here. So here we go, guys. This has been months in the waiting, okay? And here we go. We're going to open this phone up here and check it out, and there we go. Made in Thailand. All right, we're greeted to the Made in Thailand logo. This phone itself is a very special phone. Basically very good. It's HDR 4K OLED 120 refresh with a aspect ratio of 21.9. So really good stats for watching videos and things. It actually is in a better like form factor here for watching movies as far as like letterbox. So you see it's a little bit on the back here. Oh, wow, that feels interesting. Wow. Okay. I have to stop here for a second. Just real quickly, this is like letterbox, so watching movies and things will be in a correct aspect ratio. This does not include a kickstand or anything on the back, but one thing that's very interesting about this, actually a few things. First off, it does have Zeiss lenses, which if you're not familiar, Zeiss make high-end optics for, you know, telescopes and for binoculars and maybe even gun like viewfinders for snipers and things like that. Very good company. It's imported, and so very good. They're known for quality very expensive optics, okay? And this does work along with the Alpha series of cameras. So if you're in the Sony ecosystem of, you know, music and cameras and things, this might be a good product for you, actually. But the actual product itself, I have to talk about this, very amazing texture. Some of the previous Xperia phones were said to be a little bit slick, and this one here does have a very interesting ribbed back, and this back isn't like plastic. It's actually, I believe it's glass composite, and I will look further into that, but it has definitely a feel to it that I did not expect. It has very much a ribbed feel, maybe like feeling like money or something. It definitely is texturized, and of course the Sony logo there is very glossy, and of course the lenses are very glossy as well. But very interesting. I didn't expect that. And then also new for the Xperia 1 Mark 5 or 1 Mark V is this ribbed side. Okay, so once again, they're trying to do things that kind of make it a little bit less slippery so you can hold on to it a little bit better, okay? And so that's what that's all about. You can feel there's distinctive lines in here, okay? So very ribbed. It does look like there's maybe like a light sensor or some kind of sensor here on the side. See those two little spots, okay? And just to give you a close-up, that's what the lenses look like. Looking very good. We got 3 lenses here, and it looks like there's a flash and like maybe a back-facing microphone. And very good. I'm definitely digging this. Let me go ahead and peel off the plastic. Or you know what? Before we do that, let's take just a real quick look here at the book and see what else comes in here. So in the package, not a lot of stuff, to be honest with you. Again, very light. There's no, I don't think we have much of accessories underneath here. It's basically 3 pieces of this bamboo composite cardboard. So not a lot in the box. It looks like if there is a SIM card included, it's in the phone right now. Looks like you got some little instructions here. And then in here, more instructions and warranty information. And much like Sony's other products like cameras and such, like these instructions are like almost impossible to read. It's like tissue paper. It's so thin, and of course like very small fonts. And it talks about everything from making emergency calls. I'm getting tongue-tied here. Making emergency calls to driving, all sorts of stuff, batteries, all sorts of warnings, everything you probably get in other manuals but probably never ever read. But very, very small. I would say that these books are not made to impress, and they're probably not even really made to be looked at. Just a very interesting, very high quality tissue paper, you know, but not a whole lot going on there. It looks like this one does have something interesting here on the back. I see it talks about how to do the SIM. So it looks like the SIM is included. And one thing that really drew me to this phone is the fact that this particular phone is one of the few remaining phones where you can actually load a small memory card, okay? Little by little, companies like Samsung and Apple and whatnot have kind of deleted the option of having a small memory card in the phone, and that's really too bad. I like being able to have removable memory, okay, that you can take videos off or whatever. It's nice having that option of removing that memory card. So I definitely do like that. I think it's a big plus, and it can actually save, you know, a lot of data if you have like priceless photos and things on it. It's great to be able to not just save it in the cloud like everybody or whatever, but to actually have it on physical media. I think that's very important. So anyway, guys, again, there's no way you're going to be able to read this light gray, small texture instructions, but it's all there for you. So very good stuff. It talks about powering it on, basically your first steps on it here. It looks like you go ahead and down here you can put in the memory card, and then the SIM, and of course here on the side is the power. Now, one thing a little bit unique to this phone is the fact that right now, unlike other phones that have a touch sensor, a biometrics on the glass, this one actually uses it on the power button, I believe. And so it's the type of thing where it will hopefully keep the phone a little bit cleaner, you know, as you use it, which is nice. Now, originally I was thinking I probably was not going to get a case for this, but I have to say this feels, although it does feel less slippery than other Xperia models, it still is something where it feels heavy in quality, and like I'd be worried about dropping it, okay? Because there is glass involved in the back here, even though it looks like plastic or steel or something. It's very interesting. The lenses look beautiful too, by the way. That is looking excellent. But anyway, so we're going to go ahead and peel this off for now. We'll take a look here at the first look at this. There we go. Just kind of peels off just like you think, a little tacky. Okay, so we'll take that, and here is the phone. Looks like we do have a few little scuff marks from the sticker. Okay, and let's go ahead and try the first boot here. I will note that this does not come with any kind of power cord, and you guys know that I love new cords with new devices. And the fact this does not come with a USB-C or even just a little pin to pop the little memory card SIM bracket is kind of bad. It's kind of lacking a little accessories. I would expect a little bit more for the price point, you know, but it does feel very good quality. I will give them that. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and give this a first boot. Oftentimes these are not charged directly from the factory, so I would say it's probably like 50-50 if it's actually gonna boot before I charge it. But let's go ahead and we're gonna hold the power button here and see what happens and see if this thing will light up. We'll give it a couple seconds here. I'm kind of angling it. And will it come on? Looks like it's the middle button. And this is the one that actually has the figure sensor. Now these buttons are this one here is texturized, okay? You can feel it. This one here sticks out, but it's flat. And this one here is more indented. So I would say, unlike some Sony products like this, one of my complaints about the NW-A306, these buttons are actually kind of hard to use. And it is a little slow in booting, you know? They are extended, they protrude the frame of the unit. But especially like in the dark or while you're driving, it can be kind of hard to tell what button you're on. Are you on pause? Are you on rewind? They're very similar in texture, shape, and size. So that's kind of a disappointment, but I think they kind of went to a better extreme here where they have 3 different buttons of various widths, heights, and textures. So I definitely like the fact you can see how they are different. And I don't think enough YouTubers talk about that. All right, I'm going to go ahead and hold the middle button here now. And we're going to see if this boots up here. And oh, look at that. It did booted right up. Very good. And we do have a little welcome message here. Welcome. English getting started. Looks like we have emergency. All sorts of stuff. Now, again, this is not connected to a carrier just yet. This whole video, the point is just the unboxing, just to show you guys what it's like to get this fresh from the box, okay? Now, again, I will have a link for this product right below. So be sure and click that link to get yours at the very best price, okay? Better than Sony's price, okay? Looks like getting started here. We'll hit get started. We'll see what it needs. Important information. I'm aware of important information. Warranty, safety. We'll check that. Yes. Very snappy. It has a very good, there's a tactile feedback to the screen, and it does feel like it's very snappy and quick, which is nice. Connecting to a mobile network. Please insert SIM to make mobile network. Okay. So it's interesting. It actually looks like it might just need that SIM card to be entered to be able to do anything. And that's a little shame because I don't have a SIM to like just stick into it. I need to take this to a carrier, and I'm still debating whether I want to use AT&T or Xfinity or T-Mobile, my current carrier. I'm a little disheartened with T-Mobile though, largely because of the fiasco where they were basically saying they were going to give me $25 a month internet, and then they gave me 1 month credit, and then I'd called back, and when it was supposed to be $50, you know, and they marked it down to $25. They said they'd give me the deal, and then they actually, after giving me the 1 credit, said, oh, we're sorry, the deal's over. We can't honor it now. So as a customer for 15 plus years, I was a tad disappointed. But anyway, guys, it looks like I can't do this. Let me hit skip and see if I can go a little further. Looks like we can search for Wi-Fi networks here. It looks like it's found my Wi-Fi. You can see my various Wi-Fis here. Very cool. Let's go ahead and we'll go ahead and do this one here. Looks like it's got my neighbors. I'm going to enter my password here. Okay, dim the lights here a little bit so you can kind of see this a little bit better, the screen that is. So here we got connected to the Wi-Fi, and now we're just agreeing to terms of service. Hopefully this isn't like South Park and their terms of service. I don't want any kind of weird fiasco going on like that. And we're getting the phone ready, going through kind of normal type setups. One thing I'll point out, the phone is a little bit different size. So you can see it's just about a little bit wider than the actual NW-A306. And just a little bit about, not double the size, but definitely a widescreen aspect ratio. It looks like about 3 inches taller. Okay, so again, this is a pretty small phone compared to some, okay? Copy apps and data. Now you can choose to transfer your apps and data from Google account and more. Okay, that's all good. Use your old device. You'll need to use old Android device. Turn off, keep it unlocked. Okay, we can get the idea for that. And maybe I'll just plug in my old card and see what happens, actually. That's a thought. Find your device's cable. Okay, so basically, looks like it's got some different options there. You don't want to use Apple cables. Insert cable from your old device. Again, I really wish they included a new cable with a new device. That seems like kind of a letdown. Okay, so now it's just waiting to do the normal exchange. You plug in the cable to your old device and your new device and get it going. And just give you an idea. Okay, so this is a Samsung Galaxy S22 Ultra, okay? And to give you an idea on the size of this, if these are lined up perfectly, you can see that the Ultra they're about the same height, but the Ultra is a little bit wider. I would say about ½ an inch wider. Okay, with this being said, I'm gonna go ahead and wrap this particular unboxing video up. I will have lots more videos down the road about capabilities, performance, my thoughts on the device, but I wanted to at least show you the unboxing to show you what this is all about when you unbox it. And I would say the device itself feels very good quality. I mean, to recap, this beautiful device, I love the way it feels. It's very snappy, feels very quick. I'm very intrigued by the weight of it. It feels very good quality, and definitely can't wait to test out the music and camera functions and everything else. But just from an unboxing standpoint, the actual product is like A+, it feels great, but the actual container and the actual stuff that came with it, a little underwhelming. You know, I wish they had a better performance packaging to go with the performance device. Like if you open up a ASUS ROG phone, there's all sorts of like cool folds, and it looks very artsy, and maybe even little promo stickers and different things. And the Sony is definitely a little under in that department, a little under ROG as far as like giving you the hype and the cool stuff, the little swag with the phone, you know. But I do like the phone a lot. I will say this phone, just from this unboxing experience, maybe it's a studio lighting right up here, but this is feeling a little bit warm, okay, which is something to consider, you know. Will it stay functional in the heat with all that summertime heat going on? Something to think about, okay? But if you guys have any question about this device, let me know in the comments. And again, I'll be happy to do a different Q&A down the road and answer all your questions, okay? All right, friends, thanks for watching. We'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.